What's up, Heat fans? Your boy Ernest here, and I am back with the Miami Heat Talk video. It's Friday, aka Friday. Hope everybody's got some amazing plans this weekend. But let's start the weekend right with another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Before we get there, you guys, please take a moment, smash that subscribe button. We are very close to the 2,000 mark, and as you guys know, I need your help to get there. Now, I know we've been doing a lot of talk about Damian Lillard and the possible trade. We got training camp coming within 2 weeks, so everybody's excited about that. But as of now, things have kind of taken a halt. We know that the Miami Heat and Portland Trail Blazers are basically going to engage talks about a possible trade. Now, by bringing Damian Lillard, it's going to help our very best player. The player who I want to talk about today, Jimmy Butler, a.k.a. Himmy. Now, as you see, I got the Jimmy Butler t-shirt on. I got these Jimmy Butler jerseys here. We're talking about Jimmy Butler today for a few reasons. Why? Yesterday was the man's 34th birthday, so we want to wish a happy birthday here to Jimmy Butler at Miami Heat Talk. And I want to kind of go down memory lane with Jimmy Butler with you guys. Just to kind of show some appreciation and give the flowers to this man. Now, we all know Jimmy Butler was brought to the Miami Heat in the 2019 offseason via sign and trade. Getting him over here, we basically were able to trade Hassan Whiteside, Josh Richardson as a part of a 4-team trade package. We gave Jimmy Butler a 4-year, $141 million contract, max money. But for those that don't know, the Miami Heat have been trying to get Jimmy Butler here since 2017. The year that Dwayne Wade played with Jimmy Butler in the 16-17 season, he was telling Jimmy Butler all about Miami Heat culture. Jimmy Butler was asking Dwayne Wade for constant advice on what it takes to be a winner. And all Dwayne Wade was doing was promoting Heat culture. Big ups to you, D. Wade. Dwayne Wade's the reason why Jimmy Butler came here. Now, for those of you that don't remember, in the 2017-18 season, Jimmy Butler requested a trade. And not the 2017-18. After that season, my apologies. In the 2018 offseason, Jimmy Butler requested a trade from the Minnesota Timberwolves. And he specifically requested to come to the Miami Heat. He didn't want to go to Philadelphia. He didn't want to go where he was traded. He wanted to come to the Miami Heat to play with this culture, to play with Eric Spoelstra under Pat Riley. Now, the trade didn't happen. Pat Riley and Tom Thibodeau were on the phone together. I heard that Thibodeau asked for a ridiculous amount for Jimmy Butler, and Pat Riley hung up the phone on him. As we know, the 2018-19 season was Dwayne Wade's last dance. So that was the season basically capping off and saying goodbye to Dwayne Wade. But on the final game of the season, on the 2019 season, on Dwayne Wade's final home game, game 81, Miami Heat's final home game, it was the Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers. And Jimmy Butler has stated in the past that one of the reasons he came to the Miami Heat and wanted to be here was the reaction that Dwayne Wade got in his final home game. So right there, the seeds were being planted, you guys. I mean, the seeds were being planted longer, but that final home game, I felt, was the main reason why Jimmy Butler knew this was a perfect fit. And when Jimmy Butler was traded here in the 2019 offseason, it was met with a lot of criticism. People like Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, a lot of media outlets were judging Jimmy Butler on the trade, saying, why would you leave Philadelphia? Why would you leave a team that was one game away, one shot away of making the Eastern Conference Finals and possibly winning the 2019 championship? Why are you leaving that team for an up-and-coming Miami Heat team that did not make the playoffs? It's because Jimmy Butler saw something here that nobody else saw. He saw a group of dogs that just needed that guy to get over the hump. Now, guys, you can scroll all the way back down. I first started posting videos in 2019, 2018 with my brother Ralph as a part of ER Sports. This is the stuff that I was talking about even back then, 4 years ago. I was talking about how Jimmy Butler fits this culture. I was talking about that at the time, the 2018-19 season, the Miami Heat team were the perfect group of role players, missing that star. And we got him. And what did Jimmy Butler do? He came to this Miami Heat team and he shocked the world. The Miami Heat started 22-7 on the 2019-2020 season. Jimmy Butler elevated the game with multiple players, guys like Bam Adebayo, who became an all-star that year. Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn broke out in ways that nobody could predict it. Tyler Hero, who Jimmy Butler took under his wing, broke out and became a star in the 2020 season. Y'all remember in the NBA Finals. Speaking of that, the 2020 season was an up and down. The Heat started great, but towards the end of the season, right before the COVID shutdown, Miami Heat were struggling a little bit. We were losing some games. We got down to the fourth seed. When we went to the bubble, we got down to the 5th seed. We went to the playoffs, and what did Jimmy Butler do? He showed us Himmy for the first time. Sweeps Indiana. Beats Milwaukee in a gentleman's sweep. Beats Boston in 6 games to make the NBA Finals. And because of an injury to Bam Adebayo and Goran Dragic in Game 1 in the 2020 Finals against the Lakers, we will truly never know if that Miami Heat team would have beaten the Lakers. In my opinion, nobody was stopping Miami. LA and Miami were on a collision course. LA was playing for the death of Kobe. Miami was just playing. We met. Injuries happened. It was over. The 2021 season was a sad season, as we all know. We got swept by the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. That was Jimmy Butler's worst season here in the Miami Heat, but that was simply because the Heat played all the way until October for the pandemic, and then in the 2021 season, it started 2 months later. No time for rest. 2022, Jimmy Butler started showing playoff Jimmy for real. Because what happened during the season, Miami Heat made the 1st seed. Jimmy Butler missed a lot of time, but came playoff mode, he shut teams down. Shut Atlanta down, shut Philadelphia down. Boston, he was 1 3-pointer away from sending the Miami Heat to the NBA Finals. Came back this past season in 2023. Was the greatest season in Jimmy Butler's career. At 33 years old, he averaged 37 points a game against the Milwaukee Bucks in round 1 of the playoff series. He took this Miami Heat team, a 7th seed team that went down to the 8th seed in the play-in team, down 3 points against the Chicago Bulls with 3 minutes left to go. Everybody thought Miami Heat season was over. Jimmy Butler saved us. Took us to the first round, defeated the Milwaukee Bucks. We go to the second round against New York. He injures his ankle, still beats New York in 6 games, and then we saw what happened with Boston. Miami goes 3-0 with the famous Jimmy to Al Horford, baby. Y'all know it. God, I love that. Then Miami dropped the next 3. Game 7. Jimmy Butler and Caleb Martin play out of their minds. We go to the NBA Finals. We lose the NBA Finals to the Nuggets in 5 games. But right there, you guys, shows exactly what Jimmy Butler's time here in the Miami Heat has been. Amazing. 4 seasons, 3 Eastern Conference Finals, 2 NBA championships, and a man who has cemented himself as probably the 2nd greatest player in Miami Heat history. You can say LeBron, you can say Shaq because they won titles. But in my opinion, Jimmy Butler embodies Miami Heat culture. Jimmy Butler is the guy that when you think Miami Heat culture, you think Udonis Haslem, you think Dwayne Wade, you think Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, in my opinion, is the 2nd greatest player in Miami Heat history. You'll never beat Wade. This is Wade County. Wade's our guy. We all know that. But Jimmy Butler is right there. It's his attitude. It's the way he goes about things. It's the fact when the NBA offers him these all-NBAs or all-stars, he doesn't give a shit. He tells the NBA, you can keep all that crap. Because Jimmy Butler wants one thing. To put another year in this banner. Jimmy Butler has never won a championship in high school. He never won a championship in college, and he's never won a championship in the collegiate level. So it is time for Jimmy Butler to get his. 2024 is the time. Jimmy Butler, at 34 years old, will walk into the NBA this season, hold his head up high, and do what he does best. Laughs, brushed everyone off, and dominates. And with Bam Adebayo and possibly Damian Lillard, we will see Jimmy Butler get what he truly deserves, that Larry O'Brien trophy. We saw it in the Eastern Conference Finals when Jimmy Butler was awarded the MVP. Bam Adebayo tried giving him the Eastern Conference Championship trophy. What did Jimmy say? I want it. I'll hold the next one. This is a man who is confident, poised, and ready to bring a championship to Miami, and I know he will do it. So I want to hear what you guys think. How happy are you with Jimmy Butler being in this team? Tell me your feelings about the last 4 years in Jimmy Butler. Did you feel that when Jimmy first came to this team, it really was like, okay, it's not a superstar, but let's see what happens? Or were you as confident as me knowing that he was going to change this organization? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Tell me a Jimmy Butler story if you like. Happy birthday, Himmy. We love you. We can't wait to see you this upcoming season. We can't wait to see what you got in store for us. Another deep playoff run and hopefully an NBA championship. Guys, please take a moment, smash the like button. Don't forget to put in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. And please hit the subscribe button. Help your boy out. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Let's go Heat.